on with Marvel? What are they talking about concerning Black
Oh,
people?
let's have a conversation about Marvella, shall we? Now, as you guys know, I want to make this as a disclaimer, and for the girls that are watching it on the replay, y'all know, or if you don't know, you should know that I'm a huge Marvel fan. So when I read them, it is justified, okay? Thank you very much. So, as you guys may or may not know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a part of, what, Phase 1, Phase 2? Phase 1 and 2? Maybe 3? Okay,
Yes.
they were in the beginning phases of it. It was a series that was helping to keep everything in canon. So a movie would come out, then they would see, you would see a continuation of it within Agents of Shield. Okay, I wasn't a big fan of Agents of Shield, and it's not because I didn't like it. I just never had a chance to really watch it or get into it. So it's I got really busy with work, corporate life, everything, Pyro, all this stuff or whatever. So I never really got a chance to really sit down and watch it. Okay, but I do plan on and intend on watching it because that's it's been said that it's one of the best series that Marvel has put out. Okay,
Actually, yeah, it is.
Leave me here and there. Okay, and this is prior to the last phase, like prior to WandaVision and all that stuff, or whatever.
Yeah.
So let me just read this. Marvel Studios confirmed in their coming release of Marvel, and let me show you what this is so you guys can see it. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 book box set, Avengers Assembled hardcover, which is what is it? Yeah, Assembled hardcover. Hold on, where is it? I thought I uploaded it. Yes, I did. There it is, right there. Boom. You see that? That's it. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 Avengers Assembled box set. So usually they have books. They come out with books, encyclopedias on different mutants or different types of characters, and they do a backstory and deep dive and stuff like that or whatever. Okay? Okay. Now, these books, for us nerds, okay, we utilize these books to get a deeper dive into the story. Because you can't put everything into a movie. You can't put everything into a series. You can't put everything into a live action thing. You can't put everything into an animated show. We get it. So now you have comics. You have books like these that goes into deep dive situations. Okay? Okay. So we have that. Everybody understands? Now, fans are outraged. Heroes like Luke Cage, black. Storm, black. Black Panther, black. Runaways, they have black people on there, minorities, and Cloak and Dagger, another show that have black people in it, are now being considered to not, I repeat, not be included in the softly rebooted MCU Phase 6 to 7. At the moment, Marvel Studios announced the return of Deadpool, white, Daredevil, also white, Wolverine, very Caucasian, okay, the Fantastic Four, all Caucasian, and Jessica Jones, another Caucasian. But most of the black superheroes are left off of the list. Also, the popular series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been removed. I repeat, removed from the MCU. How do you... Let me lower myself down. Can you hear me still? Am I good?
Yes.
Okay, how do you remove a show like this? Let me explain to you what the reason, one of the reasons why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. even was created. It was created to continue oh, actually, hold on one second. Sidebar. I can definitely see Angelica Ross as a good Nubia. Yes. But that's here nor there. Back to Marvel, okay? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was created to continue the MCU. They were a thread for series of people when we were craving for more movies, because you can't plow out a movie every single month, right? So you have series that connects it all together. They did a phenomenal job in Phase 1, and even in half of Phase 2. We could argue with Phase 3, but here nor there, Phase 1 built everything, built this universe, okay? And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was part of the reason why we had continuity in the universe. And now you're sitting here telling me, because you guys made horrible financial decisions, and you guys made horrible decisions as far as like content, and you want to throw money into Moon Knight, and you want to throw money into this atrocious She-Hulk, okay? You want to throw money into some crap like that. Now you want to remove Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the MCU canon? That doesn't make... And for those who don't know what canon means, it means that it's in the same universe.
That's right.
So now everything that has happened with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer a part of Phase 6 and 7. What? That doesn't make any sense. And then, so you're telling me everything that has happened.
7 seasons.
7 seasons. Mind you, I did not watch the 7 seasons, but I did watch. Yeah, She-Hulk is my favorite. Yeah, sure, Jan. She-Hulk is not my favorite. Okay? And it's not really about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's about the story. Because I watched the episodes that connected to the movies. Just like on the DC side, you have stuff like different ooh, hold on. Who is that man? Who is that black man over there?
Oh goodness. He came in later on. He was one of the he was like the top agent's right-hand man. He was a big deal.
Wow. Oh wow. Okay, I'll make sure
he was really good.
I'll start from that season. My God. On today.
He comes in pretty early though. He comes in like maybe season 2 or 3.
Okay, I'll start there.
He's
all right. Hold on 1 second. Michaela says, I love how he's carrying up, but Dominic is over just there sitting casually quiet. Okay, but let me get to my point. I watched a lot of the episodes. Like I picked a lot of the episodes where it connected. Like on the DC side, you have like for example, the CW with the Flash. You had crossover episodes. Well, on Marvel, you had episodes on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that were considered connectors. Okay, I don't need a mop, Dr. Holt. He's just fine. Okay, I don't know if you can't see him, but he looks fine as hell. Okay, my God. Anyway, my point is that you had connecting episodes. So of course, those were some of the most popular episodes. So you mean to tell me that you're going to wipe all of that away and completely stop and completely negate everything that has happened in Phase 1? And then you're going to take out all of the black characters? You're not going to take out Samuel L. Jackson. I'm just putting this is just a picture on there. But my point is, you're going to take out all of the black characters, or all of. You're not even going to give. You're not even bringing Luke Cage back. Luke Cage made you money on Netflix, girl. While Iron Fist didn't do as well as Luke Cage, but you were kind of pushed out that thing on show. What was the other show? Jessica Jones did well. Daredevil didn't do that good. Not as good as Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Okay. And then you're gonna tell me that Black Panther is being taken out of the MCU. Are you out of your mind? That is the one Marvel franchise or one Marvel movie or 2 Marvel movies that has gotten you out of some dang on financial slumps. And
well, Kevin Feige said that they had to make budget cuts, because Disney.
You couldn't cut Fantastic Four or Jessica Jones or Daredevil or Wolverine. You want to cut Cloak and Dagger? Okay, fine. Cloak and Dagger didn't make as much money as and Runaway didn't make as much money. That was on Hulu. Big whoop. But you're gonna cut Storm, the upcoming Storm movie that we've been promised for decades. We will never get a proper Storm because of you.
And they said that they have no further, they don't plan to move Wakanda further into their storyline right now. So Wakanda Forever is going to be it for a while. So we won't see anything from that for a while. Not for this next phase.
Let me tell you something, Kevin Feige. I am calling for your resignation. I was holding out for you, girl. I really was, but I'm calling for your resignation because this is feeling very sarcastic. Okay, it's really very sarcastic right now.
Well, hopefully we still have Blade. Hopefully.
We're not gonna have Blade.
Well, it's in pre-production.
No, girl. So. Watch. I don't trust you, Feige. I don't trust you, girl.
Well, his boss, remember, is Roger Iger, Disney guy.
I don't trust her ass either.
Of course not.
Not his Trump. Let me calm down. I don't trust him either. Not his Trump loving behind. I forgot this show is going to be airing on Bullet and Flight Radio, so I'll make sure that the ASS comment is bleeped out. dare you?
They're moving in a
Black
new direction.
Panther? That was our movie. We have waited.
Well, look, you know, they feel like Wakanda Forever was a nice swan song to the character, and they'll reboot him some other time, like maybe during phase 8 or 9 or something like that. They'll come back around. And remember, they did introduce the son, so they said, you know, give it another 10, 15 years, and then they'll revisit him, and then they may bring Storm into it at the same time. So we got
first of all,
a good decade and a half.
I'm not trying to be 90 years old waiting for Wakanda to come back into my existence. This is BS.
They killed Wolverine. We all know that. But now he has a doppelganger that we get a chance to see. So why can't I've been saying this, and no disrespect to Chadwick Boseman. He was an outstanding actor, fantastic, but we as fans deserve to see the character Black Panther, T'Challa, continue to be represented.
We deserve Black Panther. We deserve a proper Storm. Okay. Yes. Cloak and Dagger was going somewhere. Their storyline, that series on Hulu was taking a little longer than expected. But look at Naomi. Naomi took forever too on DC.
Yeah.
This is how you're gonna lose Black fans, Marvel. This is how you're gonna lose Black fans, because you had us with Black Panther. Now you took it out of the canon. Are you kidding me? Black Panther, girl.
Oh. Yeah, that is, huh? I had to read it again. I was like, are they out? No, they didn't say that. They just, I guess so, huh? Well, see, they said they're doing a soft reboot. So the new talent, as you all remember, Disney fired a lot of, and Marvel fired a lot of their talent, writers and producers, which we already talked about. They went over to Warner Brothers, Disney Studios, the newly formed Disney Studios. So we're going to see some of the same names that used to be on the Marvel side, obviously, like James Gunn, who is now on the DC side. So, I mean, what do you expect these people to do? You fire me, I'm going to go work for the competitor, clearly. I got 20, 30 years in the game. Of course, that's what I'm going to do.
What is frustrating, Dominic, and what we're constantly saying as Black nerds, is that we have it always feels that right when we get to the point of having the content that we want, having the space that we want as Black nerds, and we see representation for us, you just pull the rug.
But look at who Marvel hired. All their new directors and producers. Marvel literally, remember we talked about this, they fired a lot of their minority staff. Those are the first ones to get pink slips. That's always the case. So the new cheaper talent.
Right. Shout out to Titan Capri for Titan in the Morning. I was just on his live. Well, I wasn't on his live, but I was watching his live this morning, and I didn't know, we gotta get him on the show because he's a blurred. I didn't know he was a blurred. Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable about because he was bringing in a good sermon, and he brought in, he's talking about mutants and X-Men, and I was like, what you know about Storm, girl?
Let's bring him on.
He knew what was going on, but we were just talking about that, and we were talking about how we will never, it doesn't feel like we will ever get, I don't want to say never because I don't like to speak that into existence because, you know, it is what it is, but I feel like we will never have an opportunity to see a proper Storm.
Because we don't have a seat at the table. We get a seat, and then, you know, it's temporary. We don't have a permanent seat at the table. Yeah. And we talked about doing Matt Baker's episode that he created a lot of the original Marvel characters. Fantastic Four, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man. A Black man created these characters, got this much money for it.
Yeah.
And see, we don't get a seat at the table since the very conception.
Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It is very frustrating. It is very frustrating.